breaking taxpayer cash in by virtue of being a black charity.
The reason they get from the council as well is because they constantly accuse the council of being racist. They've had multiple complaints filed, and it always ends up, and we'll see later the actual statistics for it, with them getting an increasing proportion of the council's domestic violence budget. And the council's domestic violence budget keeps going up year on year on year because they're doing this extortion racket of saying, we're going to ruin your reputation if you don't fund us.
And just this is the thing, this culture that we've created of the entitlement. It is, as I said previously, just giving rise to just narcissists.
Yep.
And using your race as a cover for that narcissism works now. Because it's like, as long as you're black, you can say and do anything you want.
Because you're preying on people's obvious and fair fear. I don't know if the word is right.
Empathy, I'd say.
Yeah, to not want to be accused of or seen as supporting the abhorrence of racism, of judging someone as morally inferior on the colour of their skin. That's a completely fair instinct for people these days to not want. But that's being exploited by cynical actors who are grifting off the fact that polite people will not raise their head above the parapet so long as they don't get accused of being racist. And so you can just pocket all of the money which would otherwise be going to actual victims of domestic violence. That should be the key message here.
Yeah, including, black victims of domestic violence. But even I saw a tweet saying that this charity discriminates against mixed race people. There was one tweet.
Oh, is there colorism going on here?
There was one.
You're too light-skinned for us to help.
Yeah, no, there was a tweet that went viral, and because the victim was mixed race, she was being told that she was privileged.
This is like Monroe Bergdorf saying that even though I'm a multi-millionaire model for not being particularly good-looking, that some white guy on the street, a former veteran who has drug problems or PTSD, is more privileged than me because if he did walk into a soup kitchen, I would be refused and he wouldn't.
It's that warped mentality that just doesn't make sense, and it's a mental illness.
Yeah, it's the ideological kaleidoscope discolouring your view of reality.
Yeah. Well, I like the way you put that.
Cheers, thank you very much. I do get hired here for some reason. So there's a couple of other grants as well. £22,500 was awarded on the 27th of April 2020 by London Community Foundation for some MacBooks and iPhones.
MacBooks and iPhones?
Yep. I don't even have that, so nice work if you can get it. And £32,948 on the 11th of August 2020 was awarded by the Department for Digital Culture, Media and Sport. That's right, your Conservative government doing the work you elected them for.
Oh yeah, Conservative government, alright. It's a joke.
Yeah, absolute communists. So on tweet thread, 2.7 to 3.2, then we find out a bit more about Fulani's daughter, who's a vlogger. She works with a woman called Veronica Ojiambo. Ojiambo. I'm terrible.
You butchered that.
I did, yeah, sorry. Of the Peter Ojiambo Foundation. I would recommend you not visiting their website because they're a listed charity, but when you pull up their website, it redirects to a porn page written in Mandarin.
No.
So something tells me they're not on the up and up. And then when you look at the number associated with their charity, because they have a page where they file all of their accounts late as well, the telephone number redirects to one that has been repeatedly reported as a cold calling scam number that has been guilty of bank fraud. So it's literal Nigerian prince scammers are working with Sister Space, using the same offices and using Ngozi Fulani's daughter as the go-between.
This isn't even funny, is it, really?
No, it's not, because we're all paying for it.
What on earth? And it's the fact that getting away with all this for years, she probably thought she was bloody invincible.
Yep.
That's why she waltzed into the palace and thought...
Got an audience with Camilla. I mean, I wouldn't get that.
It's so... And to be honest, I think it makes me angry at the palace, actually, and the royal family, that why was she even invited is one thing. But then the other thing, that they just tossed Lady Hussey to the wolves, and now they look extra stupid because all of this stuff is now coming out. And they deserve it. They look silly now.
Yeah, you've pandered to an obviously disingenuous malevolent.
Exactly, and anyone, with half a brain cell, there's so many black people that were just like, we don't dress like this.
Yeah.
I would probably ask her where she's from as well. Cause,
I mean, to be fair, I did have to ask you to get changed in something more professional and appropriate before you came on the